Welcome to a live with my YouTube channel, Donna Dewberry YouTube channel. And I'm just sharing a few things that we have on our website today or tonight, and I'm going to be painting with you a little bit. So I am using a fun surface, and I just want you to know every bit of the time that you are on my membership, subscribe and find out when I'm doing lives, but also I have a membership, and it's the One Stroke Advantage membership. And what happens on there is you get 20% off anything all month. All right, that you have signed up. So if you sign up, then each month we put a big sign up during when you're scrolling through the lessons and all with a 20% off coupon, and it gets a new coupon each month. Okay, so I just wanted to share that with you. And I wanted to start doing some painting tonight. And I'm still all about the season, but we have some cute surfaces. And so I've got my paint loaded, ready to go. And I've got a few fun surfaces to do and a few fun strokes to share with you. Hello, Alfina. Hello. And showing you how fun it is to take just a little bit of paint with a great surface and create something really good. So a couple of things I want to show you is that I've got a surface I'm going to be using tonight that's got plexiglass in it. And so it hangs really pretty if you have a colored wall, or if you don't, it's just a fun piece to use. Love, 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 One Stroke Advantage. Thank you. And you're in Ontario, Rhonda. Thanks for coming on. Hey, Lori. Azita, hello, Sandy, and Susan, how are you doing? You have been painting some gorgeous stuff lately. Hey, listen, when I impress myself, I think it's so funny because there's that one painting with the fall leaves I'm doing this Thursday, and I kept looking at it and going, oh my gosh, I did that. Have you ever done that, guys? Have you just looked at it? I even told my campers today we had in my painting class here in Claremont, Florida, or Groveland, Florida. I told them, I said, you know what? I just can't believe I painted this. And I said, look at the background. In fact, I left it there. I'd be showing y'all. Hi, Teresa and Lori. So anyway, I felt really good. And some of you really like my waterfalls. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, that means that you have to go look. And thank you. Thank you for the kind words. But go look on my YouTube channel. It's the Donna Dewberry channel. So what I'm going to do tonight is paint a scarecrow. How's that sound? I'm just going to make it up as we go. Miss Diane Nelson, I miss you. I sent you a message today saying that. So I hope you get it, and no big hugs. All right. From Indiana, Miss Cindy. Anyway, I showed you that one surface, and these beaded surfaces are really hot right now. And right on our website, which is really cool, right on the website, you can get these surfaces. And hey, the best part of Donna Dewberry One Stroke Advantage, which is OSA, on my YouTube channel. So if you hit subscribe, that means you get free lessons and you get to see everything that's going on. And so you can go look at all these pictures I'm talking about. But if you so I want you to do that and click the bell so it'll tell you every time I'm on live. But then I want you to look, if you would, because I usually go live once a week. I also would love for you to check out by hitting join, and it will share with you for $9.99. You can get 4 lessons a month and that 20% off everything you order. Okay. So that one doesn't say you have to spend $50. It's smarter to spend more. Like some people buy one thing, like one bottle of paint or one stencil, that the shipping, you can put 3 stencils or 6 stencils for the same price. So they're not very smart about it, but if something they can't find anywhere else, like a bottle of medium or whatever, but they pay more for the shipping than they do for the product. So be smart and think about that. Okay. So $9.99 means you're paying $2.50 a lesson. So you can't beat that. And we put out a calendar on my Facebook page each month. That's Sweet, one of our followers, Miss Teresa Shipsy, does for us. And on that calendar, you can put it up in your art room or refrigerator and go, well, Donna's going to be on, Donna's going to be on. And what we're going to be painting. Okay. So from New Hampshire, hello, hello. All right. So here's another one with the beads on it. Okay. And this is a disappearing frame here. So that's kind of fun. Sometimes I put a color in here, and then I do different fall scenes on here. And then you can stain or paint these beads, which are really kind of cool. But I'm going to do the plexiglass one today. I just wanted to give you some knowledge about what you can find on my website. So we have all kinds of ornaments and surfaces that are fun to paint on. And a couple of things I will be showing you a little bit later that will be there too. Like the plexiglass I'm using right now, we have ornaments that you can do. This is my nativity stencil where we did this, and the wise men, which I can't find after my convention. They disappeared. But there's these wood rings that you can get. All right. So we have the wood rings with the holidays. And here's a couple. We have big sizes. And this is a stencil too. How cool is that? And we sell resin. So resin's really fun. So this, and I'm going to start painting, really, I am. The stencil to make the nativity. And I just have the nativity here. Where is it? Uh-oh. All right. Oh, here it is. This is a quick nativity. I'm going to do it with some husbands and wives at an empty nesters family home evening coming up in 2 weeks. And look, oh, in October. So look, so see all the glitter and stuff we put in here. So there's Jerusalem. And so I have a small and a large, and then the crush and the different camels. All right, so if you look at this, I have small camels and large camels. So that's how I said, like, how do I make it look like it's going away? Look at that. So I put a small camel there and the bigger camels in the back. And I did that silhouette I just showed you. I did it white, so it really stands out. But then we pour resin on it. So one thing, the resin's 1, 2, stir it up and pour. And so what happened is we did a whole bunch of these at my convention, and we figured out the resin, it was $1.25 per ornament. And so we got a lot of ornaments done. And this is just a bigger one. Okay. So that's that. But having surfaces, go look at our surface because we have all kinds. Hi, Susie. You're from Florida. You need to come see me, but not during this hurricane. All right, maybe that won't work. So see, these are the 4 ornaments, and where they are, it's a nativity. I didn't pull that out. This is a stencil. This is a stencil where you can do 4 ornaments. And I don't know about you, but doing those wise men, trying to put those wise men and drawing each one of them on each ornament, that's the thing I don't like to do. But I want you to see that here is this nativity and a wood, clear. It's the same size. How cool is that? It doesn't look like it because I brought this down a little bit. And then here it is where my friend kind of did her own, she stenciled, but then kind of added to it a little bit. So that's one stencil. And the second stencil is this. And these are both on my side. So go check those out if you get a chance. Oh, I do have both stencils. There we are. See the stencil here? So the only one that has 3 steps is the family. And so you stencil all the white, then you stencil the hair, and then you stencil the face in there, or the face and then the hair. Anyway, and there's packets too, step-by-step packets if you want to take those, but they're pretty, if you have the pictures, they're pretty self-explanatory. So surfaces. All right, so you ready for me to paint? All right, thank you everybody for coming on. All right, so let's start. Resin looks cool, but too messy for me. It really isn't bad. I'm telling you, George Brooks that does all the resining and shows how-tos, shows you how fast it is. Do you sell the rounds? We do. And so if Lori, is there's some reason I didn't check before I came on, I'm sure they're there, but You never know. And you can contact us at our studio if you don't see them, because we have tons of them in our studios there to sell. So weren't those fun? Okay, so let's turn down. I'm going to turn this upside down here, and just hold on and wait for me. I'm going to flip myself around. Um, it's easier to do it by computer than to do it myself. All right, there you go. Then I got to see if I'm right-handed. I am. So y'all ready to see something painted? Now, one thing that's smart is I can take. Let me see if I have paper right here. I could take and I wasn't prepared. I can come in here and put a drawing underneath, okay? So let me show you what I would kind of do if I was trying to, oh my goodness, I need a pencil. All right, don't go away, I'm getting it. All right, so I could kind of say I want to do a scarecrow. All right, so I might do a round head, right? And we can figure out how cute it's going to be. Okay, but I can do stitch, 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 stitch. Anyway, we can do all kinds of fun things on here, but the next thing I want to do is his hat. All right, and then we're going to come up and do the top of his hat, and then we can put flowers and all kinds of things on here, but look, we can put a scarf. All right. And I'm going to put a scarf coming down here. Okay, and I can do a plaid in here. Okay, and so I'm going to put straw in here and some maybe pumpkins and stuff in here. But this is what I'd like to show you is that I'm going to slide this right under here. All right, so that kind of gives you a guide. So you can copy any pattern. And I'm going to put that right there. All right, and we're going to use my one stroke brushes. Okay, so I'm going to use a 16. This brush you buy separately or you buy it in my signature set. And my signature set, so the green handles are one type of brush, and then the signature set are lavender and white, and there's 13 different brushes. So it's the value pack is my 10 most used brushes, and the signature set is my 13 most used brushes. So the value pack is really good. Learn how to paint brushes, okay? So let me show you what we're going to do first. Let's pick up a little bit of coffee latte. By the way, before we get started, this is what I'm using. I'm using multi-surface, which has a sealer in it, which sticks to this glass, metal, ceramic, canvas, indoor, outdoor, everything you can imagine. So that is a satin. It's got a sealer inside, indoor, outdoor. You're going to love it. And this is the 2 ounce that we have, 150 something colors or so. All right. So I just want you to see that we also have paint sets that you can get, like my most used colors, 30 something or 72. So go check those out. All right. So I don't want water to be there. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm not going to worry about it covering the face, but I'm going to come around, and I want you to see this is a flat 16 flat. This is less than $5. It's $4, I think, for some paintbrush for the 16 flat. But a lot of people like this size brush a lot. All right, so I use a 3/4, the larger brush, a lot. All right, so look, we're going to take and make kind of like a burlap face. Okay, and I'm going to let that sit and dry while I do the next. And one of the things I like to show you is I have this heat pen, and this heat pen, I love the 16, I know. The heat pen is, I use a lot with glass because like I want this to set a little bit. And instead of a heat gun, which is too powerful, this heat pen is also on my site. And with your 20% off, it's a good deal. Okay, so join One Stroke Advantage, $9.99. And the best thing about it is you can go back and watch hundreds of other videos while you're while you're online, okay? And you don't have to save it. It's all there. You can come back anytime and watch it. All right, so now I'm going to come here and work on the hat a little bit. So I'm getting asphalt, and it's like it's acrylic matte. There's just a couple colors I like that are not. Oops, I got to be up here first. That are not multi-surface, but it's like this one color. I find that I like it a lot. Okay, so I'm going to do a straw hat, and we could do that yellow ochre, but the straw is going to be yellow ochre. So, all right, and then I'm going to come back in here and look at this. This is going to be the brim of the hat. So see, I keep coming over here. Thank you guys for coming on. I am a YouTube member. Please explain why I might want Patreon. It is a YouTube membership going away. No, 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 no. All right. So Patreon, my husband and I have been in this painting world for 30 years. And we help people start businesses, make money teaching, have how to price their wares. And Mark and I do like a podcast, but then we do it live on a YouTube, not on a YouTube, live on Zoom, right on Patreon. And we do that once a week. And so besides that, and we motivate you spiritually in all kinds of different ways about stories of our life. We have 7 children, 32 grandchildren, 6 great. I just want you to know that we've gone through a lot of experiences in the business world, and so of painting, and so we share that. And then I have a Donna's Corner where I teach you how to use different products, and like I'm doing hummingbirds tomorrow with stencils and without stencils, stroke by stroke, how to do the hummingbirds. And then I have the growth classes. The growth classes, if you get all of this for $10, but if you want the growth class also, it's $20 a month. You can come on or off at any time. All right. So what I want you to know with that is the growth class, I take major projects and we create step by step, very slow, because it's a growth class, very slow. So you learn something that you've been wanting, like an oversized painting or whatever that you might have always wanted to do. I take the time and we do it, and it might be this week, and a couple weeks later we do the second half of it, because I'm doing it very slow so you have time to do your homework in between. All right, so that's what we do on Patreon. So it's different than what we do on YouTube. Now, what I wanted to do is not have you feel like you have that. I didn't want them to fight each other, so I'm just saying they're different, okay? And it depends on what you want to do. If you want to figure out how to become a teacher, how to send out postcards and different things that we have available on there for you to get painting parties. And Mark and I are here to answer questions about business, and you can talk to us, because it's not like this that you have to type. We talk to each other. I am a YouTube member. Yeah. So I hope that helps you. And so you can know what that is. All right. So I've had some people jump in at 10 and say, but I wanted to do that monthly growth class. Well, then you have to go back in and change your membership. So I'm just letting you know that beforehand. $10 will give you once a week podcasts and stuff. All right. So now, did that help you a little bit seeing how to lay this out? Now, what I want to come in here with is, let's pick a color. Let's maybe, I'm going to use straw. So let's pick maybe a little bit of yellow. Okay. So I'm going to do a scarf. Now see, I need to put lots of paint on here. But the beauty of this is that this paint is thick and creamy, and it goes right on this plexiglass, and it's going to stay. All right. How fun is that? All right. So then I'm going to come here. Are you liking it? Hi, Donna. I started tall painting in 91. I bought lots of your books and supplies. I used to cut my own wood, and your technique came in so handy. Thank you. I bought 2 heat pins. Love them. I know. I'm addicted to my little heat pen. And I thought, I don't know if I'd use that. I just love it because it's not super noisy, and people in my studio and my classes can use them, and it just makes it speed up the process because we like to paint a little quick. Have you noticed? We're picking quick and easy, right? So I would just want you to see. You see how I kind of base coated this in? All right, now in our lessons, I go step by step why we're doing each step that we're doing. Now I'm going to see this heat pen? It's got a rest. It's easy to hold. You see its grips on the side. You can tell it's well used. All right, so like I want to go to the next step on here. A little trick if you want to paint these beads different colors. I split a post-it note in between, and I can get them all in colors like 3 orange maybe, a bright yellow, and then some tans. I mean, so just split them up and do it that way. Makes it really easy. This is just one surface, multiple surfaces with plexiglass, like those ornaments I showed you. They're so inexpensive, $5.99 for 3 of those big ornaments. With these, they're called gallery glass. This is oval. I have round and hexagon. And so, look, they're really super amazing. And all these effects are right, glitterific and all are right on my site. If y'all seen me do the pink pumpkin lately, that's color shift. So check that out. That comparison of 2 plans helps. Oh, good. Thank you. I mean, I just had somebody today who said, I just signed up for both, and I'm not telling my husband. So for $9.99, you can do the YouTube. And over there, if you did the 20, where you get the lots of knowledge to work with me on those growth classes, then that's equal to 1 of my Zoom classes for a month, just one, because those are like $35. So that might be way more than you want, but I want everybody to realize that even if for $10 or $20, even if you only have time for one of what I'm showing, you can go back at any time and do some of the others. I just want you to realize it's a super deal. My husband said, don't say they're $2.50 a piece. That makes it look like it's not good, but it is good. All right. So now with one stroke, now usually I don't base coat, but you saw me do 2 colors, 2 colors, 2 colors, right? When I was doing this. All right. So now we're going to use some floating medium. And I tell you to do this 8 ounce because we use it a lot, but you can do 2 ounces. Okay. And it's not very expensive and it's yummy. It helps you do so much with one stroke. Okay, so I'm going to come in here and I'm using a 16 again. Now, let me show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to come here and side load one of these browns, okay? And I try to do 1 live a week where you can, sometimes tell me what to paint. Sometimes I just sit here and say, we're painting flowers. I have a really cute Halloween design. You got to go back and look at it on one of the lives. All right. And I show you all. These are the kind of sales pitches. So I do sell as I paint because this is how I stay on. And with your support, if you guys give me like the thumbs up there, if you give me thumbs up, and if you come on and watch when I'm on just for a little bit, even that tells YouTube that you're liking what I'm doing, and the algorithms get really good. And if you watch my shorts, all of that helps me stay on the channel. Okay. And some people do give gifts. If you give gifts, we try to, we try to help people come to classes and stuff, and they gift that way so that, what is that called? Anyway, we help people that want to go and get certified or some other avenues. I usually don't do this just like this, but I just want to show you. Hello, Trisha. All right, so this is going to be kind of just a really rustic little guy here, but I'm going to do that. And then if I want to have more shading, which I probably will afterwards, let's go see. See, you got to let it kind of dry. See how it picks up the paint if I don't? I'm showing you that on purpose, okay? All right. Now let me go here, and if you take an angle brush, there are sets of angles brushes, and there are Donna's most used set of brushes. That's a really good set, super good price on my website. My website's one stroke spelled out, onestroke.com. All right, it is my first time. Okay, that sounds good. All right, so I'm glad you're here. So I'm using angle brush. The angle brush comes in a set of 3, but that's in the most used brushes. All right, so I'm going to pick up this angle brush, and it has a toe and a heel. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of burnt umber and yellow ochre. So what I want you to see is I am going to pull it, and so this point is making those lines. Lots of people will take a liner, boop, boop, boop. They'll take a liner and try to do little lines and stuff, but I want you to see that this makes it all super easy for you. All right, so I can do yellow ochre with on the heel. I put some burnt umber, then some yellow ochre. I just thought I'd come on and have fun with you guys and paint a cute little scarecrow. All right, see, I'm putting a little bit of white in there. Can you see the straw? How many of you made scarecrows where you did a burlap head, put some overalls on them? And we can make such cute ones, because what I would do all the time is I would paint faces on these for my mom and them in the craft store. And I would paint fun faces, and we would dress them, put them on the porch, even on a pumpkin head. Okay, so you put the brown under there to get the depth. Look at that. Hello, One Stroke Advantage Tulip. Woohoo! I look at your website and dream of what I want. Oh, thank you. Well, if you're a member of the One Stroke Advantage, you get 20% off anything, any amount that you spend. Make sure you spend enough that you're saving on shipping, because I don't want you to pay too much for a bottle of something when you could get the same shipping for multiple bottles. Okay. All right. So can you see his little straw hat on the face? He's got head. And sometimes I do this. Sometimes we say he's got a hole up here. All right. So watch this. I'm going to put a hole in the hat, like a hole in the bucket. All right. Then I'm going to come in here and do some straw coming out of there. All right. But I want to put a little bit of white. See, that's all you do. You're adding all this. We're triple and multi-loading. We're double loading and multi-loading our brush. I can't even talk. Okay, so it's kind of like a straw hat. There we go. And then we're going to come in here. That's an angle brush, which some of the leaves I do with the angle brush too, and you will like that. All right, so I'm going to shade a little bit. Let's go back here. And when we shade, we use floating medium. And it's got to be real dry before we do that, right? And then we're going to pick up. All right. And we're going to go right here. And then we're going to pick up some more medium. We pick up paint almost every stroke. I just went and picked up that color, and I didn't want to pick up coffee latte. I just wanted to pick up. See, it's clear except for the corner. All right. Are you having fun watching yet? I bet you wish you were painting with me, right? I do. One Stroke Advantage and Patreon. Love them both. Jennifer, I love you. That's so sweet to come on and share. We tried it. Even if you can't be there, guys, you can come back and watch anytime. If you have to work or you're not around, it's recorded. And the best thing I thought when I first started this is what everybody has struggled with as we get older is how to download and save, and where did I save it on my computer. What I love about both of these is it's always there for you. As long as you're a member for the month, the whole month that you're on, you can watch anything you want to watch for years, like 3 years back, okay? And if you have to go off because the economy's kind of bummer right now, Then you can go off and come on another month if you're going through surgery or somebody's ill and you're having to go on a trip. You can go off for the month and then come right back on. Okay, so when you're on, you can go watch anything you want, not just the ones I'm doing for the month. Okay, now see how I shaded that? I'm not really describing this. I just want you to see, look, I'd love to come on and show newbies, people who have never been on my channel, to see what we do. When I'm coming here, I'm showing you, I'm loose here. I'm not being fancy. And I'm on here showing you surfaces. Look how fun this surface is. All right, you put scrapbooking paper behind it. You can Mod Podge on it. You can do all kinds of fun. All right, so look at this. I can take this medium and just make it more rustic on his face. Okay. All right, just a little bit of earthy. Now I've got more. All right, so let's watch this. All right, I'm going to make it fast and fun here. Let's pick up some burnt umber and let's come across. All right, so we can take medium and burnt umber. And if you were just doing this medium on the plexiglass, it might beat up, but we base coated a whole bunch if you were here earlier. So you can go back and watch this where I base coated kind of thick. All right, so look, here's the bow and here's the wrinkles in the bow. And afterwards, I don't have time, but you can paint these to be just like you want them, but it looks kind of cool not painted on here. All right. And so we're going to pick up floating medium and some more burnt umber. And we're going to go just like this. And we do this with snowman. Think about this with snowman. And then I put snowflakes across here. All right. Now I'm going to come right across here on the chisel up on the edge. All right. Now, I want you to have fun with this. So let's pick out a couple more colors. Let's do yellow. All right. So I can come right across here with yellow daffodil. And I'm going to put a little line in here and here and here. Okay. And I can come in with some red. Okay. I'm just going to show you it's pretty easy to do this. All right. And let's put some pure orange. So let's get some orange in here. I'm still on the chisel. Chisel. You like that? Just a little bit of bright color down there. I can't always be there, but when I'm painting, I go back and catch up on Patreon. I love to listen to you and Mark talk. I always lift my spirits when we're pranking each other, huh? I'm jabbing. I'm watching you in Philadelphia airport on my way to Paris. Oh, I love Paris. And I have to tell you, I was so excited to go back and take my husband on the Eiffel Tower, thinking he would just love it. He was looking at everything else, like the mechanics of the tower and stuff like that. It wasn't as romantic as I thought it was going to be. Okay, so you can do that any kind of plaid that you want. So there you go. Now I want you to see that I'm going to take this chisel, this flat of this brush, and I'm going to take and oops, it's got water dripping. I'm going to use this. See, steady yourself, and I'm going to use it to do my eye. All right, so I'm going to come over here and you're going to outline. Then we're going to put a little nose on here. I wanted that kind of small. And then I'm going to take, you can take brown or licorice. Let's put some black here, the licorice. All right, so we're going to come right in here and right here. So we just did a bunch of pumpkin t-shirts today. I did orange and purple pumpkins. All right, so now look what happens. We're going to come in here with a little bit of licorice, but I take this 2-script liner, which is in your set of brushes, and I roll that in there, and I'm going to come up here, and we're going to just do a little bit like this. Now we're going to put stitches across here. Stitches across here. All right, just a little rustic looking. I can also come in here and do little eyebrows. Okay, it's going to be kind of cute, right? And I can come along here and add a little bit of white in the mouth here. And this is with a script liner, and this is an inky, so we're just going to put a little bit of highlight here, just on one side maybe. All right, and we can also, let's take a little bit of that licorice and make it inky. I want you to just see that we can come along here and loose, be really loose. Okay. All right. Is that kind of fun? You don't want to be exact. If you're a tool painter, some people like exact, but I'm just going for the effect. And when I come here, I'm going to make a few little tassels. And look at every little thing you can do here, can just add to it. All right. And then what I'm going to do, we're going to put a sunflower in here, but I want you to see after this dries a little bit. Let's see, that's an angle brush. That won't work. Let's use a smaller brush. All right, so let me show you how to do a highlight in the eyes. Hello, Christine and Rhonda. Isn't that cute? Okay, we did pumpkins today, so I was like, I'm doing a scarecrow tonight. So look, I take licorice on my, this is a 6 flat, and I have white on one edge, right? So I'm going to steady myself, and I'm going to do a little, not steady myself too well, am I? I'm going to do a little bit of an eye highlight in there. All right, a little bit down here. All right, now I'm just going to take my Kiss tool. This is these little tools. There's 2 pieces in the set. And, okay, I had it right here, but I don't see it. You could just get this by yourself, but there's 2 pieces. What the heck? I don't know where it is. All right. And what you do with this is you dip dot and you make all the little dots that you want on your projects with this little guy. And it's a wipe away tool. Okay. All right. Now, so, and for $1 more, you get 2 tools. All right. So let's put a sunflower in here. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up some brown and we're going to do it right here. And this is my scruffy brush. All right, I'm going to put a little bit of rust in there. This is Pueblo. Okay, now I'm going to come in here with my flat. I'm going to use a smaller one because it's a 10 flat. On 12, I use the most. All right, so I want you to see, I'm going to pick up these 2 colors, yellow ochre and daffodil. And I'm going to come in here. Okay, and we're going to go all the way around. And we grab that wet. This is a traditional, typical 1-stroke. Is where we can even grab some of the orange colors. And I'm going to grab some wet from the middle and pull this out. And see how we're getting some pretty colors in there. All right, and then, oh no, I missed this. You can go back and watch it. Okay, so then I come back and I kind of tap this and clean it up. But look, I can come in with a little bit of yellow ochre and put a little highlight in there. All right, but what I also showed you with that Kiss tool, look what you can do. You can come in here, around here. Let's put some white and dip. It's got to be fresh paint. It can't be dried up paint. So I used to use the handle of the brush, but look how fun. All right, we're going to go around. All right, are y'all liking it? Isn't he kind of cute? He's pretty brown. I thought he was going to be brighter. I know what I am going to do tonight. Isn't that fun? All right, so right in here, I was going to put a pumpkin, but we're just going to put another sunflower. Let's do a big one there. And then see, I put the highlight. And then I come in there with another highlight. All right, but while it's wet, see, you can't do them ahead of each other. You got to come in here. And I want you to see, let's do right here. Let's pull. See, I grab the brown, I pull it, pull it, pull it. Isn't that kind of fun? Let's get some of the Pueblo, some orange. Oh, that paper's moving underneath, so I thought I'm running off. All right, look. Okay, so we're gonna pull, pull, pull. All right, so let's put the fun. I've been watching you for years, still learning. Thank you. All right, so let's use this angle brush and let's come in here with the two greens because this definitely needs some bright colors. All right, so I'm going to go in between the two with that angle brush. All right, and the toe is going to be the point and the heel is where I do some of the other color. So, all right, and it gives you a nice point every time. All right, so let's come in here. So my website's onestroke.com. All my paint kits and surfaces. This is one of my surfaces. If you go back and watch this from the beginning, I'm talking about my brush sets, my everything that we have. And when you become a member of One Stroke Advantage, you get every month a new code to get 20% off anything you purchase. All right. So you see this? A little bit of leaves here and there. Is that kind of fun? So if you do these beads, different greens and stuff, it makes it really fun. And there we are. So I did come back again. Look at this again. And I'm going to dip. Little, you get about 5 little dots and then get more paint. This is called a wipe away tool. And they're very inexpensive, but we use them like crazy. One of my best-selling little tools. And our warehouse is a little tool. All right. And we call it a candy kiss because it's like, see, it looks like a kiss candy. All right. So getting those little dots, just make that stand out. And so we can come in here. We can, but I need to let you guys go. But I wanted you to see that I can do, let's do some little, I don't know what they're called, those little berries that some of them look like lanterns. Some of them just look like berries. We can just put a few of these in here with orange and yellow. All right. And all right, I'm going to put a few little ones here. All right, so a really quick thing that you can do instead of base coating this whole thing here is I want you to see that I can come in here and just take the width of the brush and skip one and come over here with another. Skip that space, come here, skip, come here, and put cute little stripes. Awesome painting, thank you. All right, so please give me some thumbs up over there to show YouTube that you're liking what I'm sharing and that you want to see more, because that helps me a little bit every time you guys do that. And please go watch some of my videos that I have up, some of my shorts, because that keeps us with our channel paying for me to be on, so that helps. Now look at this. Now you can then come say, let's just get some lime green. This is citrus. All right, so we can come on each side of that with the chisel, put some more. All right. See how quick and easy that is? So then you don't have to try, because base coating all these little wood strips makes me kind of crazy. I want something simple, like you can paint this all black and then come in there and put some cute little more added to it. I do spiders, so go check them out if you can. And so just let you see, I want to show you one more thing. See, here's the sunflower. All right, this is $1.25 at the Dollar Tree. All right. And I know in other countries you might not have Dollar Trees, but I want you to see this is a new program. And this program is so awesome. Has been putting on Halloween painting in here in the living room. I think it warmed my heart to wow. So I want you to see this. So this is a practice sheet from my lesson. So I want you to see that we went from practicing and doing these little strokes and taking it to another level. And here's the third level. Look at what I show you. Now, let me tell you this. I have daisies, sunflowers, and hydrangeas. And it comes in a plastic sleeve. And this is right on my website. And these are only, they're less if you use your coupon discount. But these are only $12.99. And let me show you what happens. All right. So I'm going to teach you this is stroke training. And I teach you really quick. I've been painting wine glasses, but it seems I have to do 3 coats of paint. And it's not. I have something new that is called Murano glass. You will love it. I know I sell the enamels, but I'm going to be showing more. I think you can look at some of that on my YouTube under practice strokes, okay, and see how the Murano glass works. Training packets are awesome. Thank you, Lee. I appreciate that. So you're going to lay this next to you. It tells you the colors. You put this in the plastic sleeve, and you're going to paint right on the plastic sleeve till you learn each one of my strokes and see where it pounds, pounds, pounds. And then you're going to practice the strokes right on top of this and wipe it off. You slide them in there, wipe it off, and practice again, okay? And what happens, just keep this part out so you keep this part out so you see what you're learning, okay? And so then I have everybody start painting on a piece of scrapbooking paper, okay? So then that's level 1. So then we're going to go to the next step. And this step, see, we go from that to right here. We started putting more petals, do the fancier leaves, all right? And then we go from that to after you feel very comfortable with the others. Now look at this. And this happens so quick. Isn't that fun? Just that quick, you can paint something that you can't believe you can paint. Now these, so you can get all 3 of those for 12 something each and take your discount off of it. And there's daisies, and daisies are all chisel strokes right on the edge of the bristle, right on the edge. And so you do leaves, daisies, all kinds of beautiful painting with that. All right. So here is another Dollar Tree plate. So see, this one's level 2 and this one's level 3. Because see all the colors I added and the fancier leaves. So really quick, inexpensive way to paint gifts and share with people. All 3 levels are in one package. So it makes a super, super deal for you. And so I think I have a couple more here I can show you. Oh, here's a daisy. This is the level 3 daisy, where this is clear plates. And we laid this plate right on top of the worksheet and painted. And then yes, I want these packets. All 3 of them, you got to get them. They're killer. This is the beginner hydrangea. And here's another beginner hydrangea. So I'm trying to do things that are very inexpensive so you can try it. And it's a beginner way. Those are noisy, sorry. It's a beginner way for you to come and start with us and learn some painting, okay? So here's my Scarecrow. That's how we started, with a pencil drawing. We showed nativities. We showed the fall Scarecrow. We showed how to do it on surfaces. Go check out my tools and everything else that we have in One Stroke Painting. I hope you enjoyed that. It's still not as bright as I wanted. I think I needed red or something to get those to help with my teaching. Lori, you have to talk to me because I'm looking for stroke training coaches. And you don't have to have a big certification. You just have to do all 3 packets and get with me, and I will get you set up. All right. So it's a great way to make money by teaching. And I teach you guys how to make money and save money. That's what One Stroke's all about. That's what I've done with it my whole life. And with 7 children, we needed it. All right, guys. I thank you for spending some time with me tonight. I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about One Stroke painting and sharing what I was doing tonight. And he's kind of cute, huh? And what I like is putting this over wallpaper. If you've got a place where you got some cute wallpaper in your house, I was looking if I had a piece of wallpaper here that you could, wallpaper, scrapbooking paper that would be cute behind it, but I don't think I do. I just want you to see that when it's behind it, it gives you another, see, having some gingham or something. You can even Mod Podge that behind the surface. So check out my surfaces, onestroke.com. Check out my website, Donna, as my YouTube, the Donna Dewberry channel. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.